Welcome back to the Fate of Drakkenheim. This is the Dungeon Dudes D&D 5th Edition actual play campaign. My name is Monty Martin, running our game as Dungeon Master.
And I'm Kelly McLaughlin, playing Sebastian Crow, the half-elf shadow sorcerer, and we're joined today by our good friends.
Jill Denitis playing Veo Senya, the Tabaxi Gloomstalker Ranger Rogue.
And Joe Gorman playing Pluto Jackson, the Human Battle Master.
Thank you for joining us once again. We're the Dungeon Dudes, and Kelly and I post new videos on Tuesdays and Thursdays here on YouTube, where we cover everything D&D, including advice for players and guides for Dungeon Masters. So be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel so that you never miss any of our content.
You can also check out this actual play when it premieres on Tuesday evenings from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. Eastern Time, right here on YouTube. You can also check us out as an audio-only podcast as well.
And if you enjoy the world of Drakkenheim, want to support the channel, and bring some Drakkenheim to your own gaming table, be sure to check out the Ghostfire Gaming store. The links are down below, where you can pick up your copy of Dungeons & Drakkenheim based on the events of Season 1 of this campaign, as well as increasingly a lot of what's happening right now in the show. So, all of our books are available there on a variety of different platforms. You can get them in PDF, you can get them from DriveThruRPG, you can get them on D&D Beyond, you can get them on Foundry and Roll20 as well. So check out the links down below to pick up your copy today. With that, let us return to the ruins.
Drakkenheim is no more. The devastation which fell upon that accursed place left a kingdom in ruin. Now, horrors lurking in the haze grow ever more great and terrible, while simmering tensions between rival factions boil over into outright war. The power of monarchs, mages, and priests hangs in the balance. 6 unlikely heroes join forces to confront the coming chaos. They shall decide, once and for all, the fate of Drakkenheim.
Veo, Sebastian, and Pluto have traveled into the south ward of Drakkenheim to Champion's Gate, where the followers of the Falling Fire have their first checkpoint on the way to the crater's edge in their pilgrimage to sanctification. Their mission is to confront Lucretia Matthias, retrieve the remaining artifacts of St. Vitruvio, and secure the bones of Argonath, and hopefully bring down the followers of the Falling Fire in the process. Unfortunately, their ruse to masquerade as pilgrims was discovered when angels summoned by Lucretia Matthias to defend Champion's Gate recognized their illusory disguise through their true sight. A battle ensued where Sebastian managed to banish the angels, and Pluto and Veo proceeded to slaughter a whole bunch of guardians of the Falling Fire that were protecting the gate.
We left one alive, though.
One was left alive, yes.
To be murdered at a later date.
Only one.
You now stand before Champion's Gate. The thick mists of the deep haze concealing the way forward beyond from here. You recall quite long ago when you first passed this way, actually, and you had to journey through the deep haze just to reach St. Selena's. And echoes of that difficult journey remain, for the deep haze in the South Ward here is thick, and the followers of the Falling Fire rely on their faith to guide them from here to their next destination. As you wipe the blood from your weapons and treat your wounds.
Pull out the last golden delirium.
I see. I imagine your foot is on his chest and you're just like reefing on it.
As I'm like, guys, we need to rethink our approach.
What do you do?
Well, I definitely need to take some potions for sure.
There's one thing that we should note is the sanctified ones probably aren't converting.
I think we need to rethink our... Like, I came in pretty hard. I was like, repent or die. They chose death. There wasn't a lot of I feel like I kind of forced them into that. I mean, they had the choice to repent, but maybe they don't want to.
Again, the ones with the delirium in their chest, what are they going to do? Oh, you're right. I should turn on Lucretia Matthias. And then what? The delirium kills them?
Well, yeah. I guess we overestimated how willingly they'd see reason, I guess.
It is, before they're sanctified, it is a raw shard of delirium that is in their chest. The fact that they do not succumb to the contamination from the shard itself is nothing short of miraculous.
So she does perform miracles.
Yeah.
We're competing with that.
Her and I saw the same vision, and her take was
I saw it too.
Yeah, let's let the world get destroyed versus why don't we try to stop this from happening.
And in her own version, it is stopping, but it's not. It's not thinking about just this. It's bigger, but we can stop it and stop other things.
I don't necessarily think that Lucretia Matthias is wrong. I just think that...
She's not right.
Yeah, the way to go for me is not letting this world be destroyed in the hopes that it has a rippling effect. Like, it's... I don't know.
Look, if we're going to rebuild a better Drakkenheim, and I'm picking up the bodies, and I'm going to throw them in the crater over there, because I don't want there to be like...
Wait, that one's still... Thank you.
If we're going to rebuild a better Drakkenheim, we need to make sure that there's none of this delirium left. We want to have it clear and free, not just golden. It just doesn't exist anymore. And I think that the falling fire is just going to get in the way of that. And we're going to have to just tell these people, like, hey, you're either, like, you can get out of our way, but if you stand in the way,
we're past
there's going to be
point.
some consequences.
We're past the point of, like, making soft choices. That's just a reality of the situation. I think that an easy division here, followers who haven't taken the sanctification yet, let's be gentle.
Yeah.
Let's try not to murder them.
Look, I know you've eaten soup for weeks, but look, it was all for nothing.
I hadn't actually been eating. That was.
Or bread or whatever, fasting. They were fasting. Like they were.
Oh, that's what you're. I thought you were saying that to me because Wilbur had said he was eating soup.
No, I understand the difference between you and the fictional character you created.
Pluto. Sometimes I'm not sure.
What I would say is that we probably need to just maybe knock. I got a little over.
They were sanctified.
I got a little carried away.
They were sanctified though, so they were either going to, if they
were mobbing me. I thought I was going to die.
They weren't going to change their minds, and they were.
I was just defending myself.
Yeah, this is totally self-defense. Throwing another body in a crater.
And listen, if you had knocked them out, even this paladin, the paladin is sanctified, right?
Yes.
Even this paladin, he's going to get back up, and he's not going to be like, maybe they were right, and I should change. But no, he's going to probably come after us, and he's never going to stop. And if for some reason we were able to convince him not to follow Lucretia Matthias, what is he going to do? Leave Drakkenheim with a chunk of delirium in his chest? And just go, like, wandering? No, that's probably not what's going to happen.
So what do we do with him? I may have not thought this through.
I don't think we thought any of this through.
You know
we thought Wilbur and Pete and Veronica were just going to walk all the way to Lucretia Matthias. And it turns out, as usual, our plans don't always go exactly as we expect them to. Speaking of, should we turn back into those people?
Yes.
Because the people on the other side of that wall don't know.
Fine before the angels.
Do the people on the other side of the wall, like, they were rushed through?
You have not determined that at all.
No, okay, the question is, were they still on this side of the wall when we were being called out as Sebastian, Veo, or Pluto, or had they been ushered through?
They were ushered through in response to that, so they have heard you being called out.
Okay.
So what if we become...
invisible?
No, that's too easy. What we need a more drastic plan.
We need something elaborate.
I mean, you literally have not walked through the gate to see even where they are.
Do you want me to sneak over for a second and just like
Well,
see where we're at.
you know what? While you sneak over and see where the situation is, Pluto and I are going to come up with an elaborate, multi-step plan that is sure to succeed.
Okay.
And I'm gonna search the paladin while she does.
Okay, because you guys are spending some time dealing with these bodies. So, Veo, you want to sneak up and see where they're going?
Yeah, before I do, I just say, just remember, good intentions. Our intention here is to get to Lucretia, Matthias. These people, they don't know they're sheep yet. So just keep that in mind.
So we're the shepherd or the wolf.
No, we are going to get the wolf in shepherd's clothing.
Oh, so we're the dog that protects the sheep.
Yes.
Nice.
We're the sheepdog.
As you throw another body in. So we're protecting the sheep.
We are the sheepdog chasing away the wolf. All right. All right. But don't compare me to a dog.
Oh yeah, you're sheep cat. You're a sheep cat.
And I slink away
Good call.
stealthily.
Sorry, Veo.
Okay, Veo, you head through the gate, and on the other side of the gate, the followers of the Falling Fire have made a small encampment. There are several tents erected here, and a few bonfires that burn, where the followers of the Falling Fire have assembled some supplies to help those that are making the journey. Champion's Gate kind of being like the halfway point where things start to get really difficult. As you do, you see, well, give me a perception check.
Roll natural 1, but that gives me a 15.
Okay.
I have to purposefully not look at them.
What you can scan around and see are signs that a group of people has made haste to gather what they can here and flee. There
Our friends.
There are several of the barrels and crates and provisions that are stacked up in the various tents have been scooped up, and like the tops or the lids are just left open. You can see that there might have once been a cart or a wagon which has been pulled away in haste. And previously when you came this way, you recall that there were marker lights along the way. And those may have been extinguished, perhaps in an effort to confound your pursuit into the deep haze.
Oh. Okay.
It's like they don't want us to follow them.
I slink back to before the gate.
So then step 7 of the plan is we steal...
We use the wings that we've crafted from the bits of string.
Scrap the plan.
What?
They've left.
Oh.
And they've kind of covered their tracks. The lights are out.
No wings. Sorry.
Okay, fine.
You know,
I didn't even care.
we just spent 10 minutes coming up with probably the best plan we've ever had.
I think we could try to follow them through.
They're headed to the...
Crater?
Were they were headed straight to the crater, right? That was the
No,
idea?
they had something with them. Remember he said that they had important provisions.
Sebastian, you can give me an intelligence check.
They had something important with them.
14.
As best you can recall, the followers of the Falling Fire that were leaving were first bound for St. Selena's because they did have the donkeys that were bringing supplies with them first. So they may have been heading towards St. Selena's first. And again, from best you know, exactly, those are the two locations here that the followers of the Falling Fire go to. And often people eventually end up, those who, from what you recall of the followers of the Falling Fire, they reside at St. Selena's, but the sanctification is done at St. Grecia's.
Oh, I should probably drink some potions while we're at it. Okay, so I'm going to drink a few potions.
Do any of you have greater healing potions?
I have 3 greater healing potions. Would you like one?
Well, yeah, I don't want to use another.
Yeah, take a greater.
Thank you.
And how much is a superior?
Superior is 40.
40.
All right, I'm going to need quite a few of those.
4.
4 of them?
Count. 4 for 40. Well,
if you wish, you probably could take a short rest here, although that may give those people more opportunity to flee. Although
I don't need
this
a
may
short
be,
I think I'm good.
I'm good.
although once you go into the deep haze further, taking a short, this might be your last opportunity to do so.
Because we can't even take short rest in the deep haze?
It just might be much more dangerous. This is a safe place where you could take a rest.
I think I'm okay. Especially if we're not casting Seeming again.
Do you still have rope trick, Leo?
I was gonna say.
Bear in mind that you can use your hit dice instead of your potions to heal in a short rest.
Well, that's the only thing. So if we want to, if we want to save some potions, we could short rest.
I have
but then
7
we lose
potions.
time.
I think that time is.
I use potions to get up.
I'm back at 121.
Yeah.
I'm okay.
Monty, can you remind us what rope trick can and can't do in the deep haze?
It won't protect you from the effects of the haze.
Okay. But we could.
So you can't rope trick in the haze to take a long rest, but it will give you safety from monsters
in a short
if you short
Like
rest.
like a tiny hut almost, but similar in terms of like.
Okay, so if we need to
I think we can
short
short
rest
rest
later,
soon.
we can.
And I do have tiny hut.
But
so.
let's do the pursuit. I just think one thing that was not fair about our original plan was friggin' angels. Otherwise, I think it was perfect. So I think we should Seeming again. We just become someone totally different. We come up with 3 new characters who are going on the pilgrimage, who catch up with the people. They would suspect us as Pete McDougal, Veronica, and Wilbur, but would they suspect Johnny Two Shoes?
Give me an insight check.
Johnny Two Shoes.
He has 2 shoes, one for each day of the week. 21.
Okay. Paluto, from what you can ascertain,
Yeah, I'm super insightful.
Lucretia Matthias herself would not be fooled by that.
Yeah,
So
she'll see through it.
if she and one of the other things that you know is that Lucretia Matthias herself personally performs the sanctification. So if these people are going to St. Grecia's, they're only going there to do the sanctification, and that means Lucretia Matthias will likely be there. Whereas if she's at St. Selena's, what your insight basically you can consider is that the likelihood of encountering Lucretia Matthias at one of these 2 locations and her thus seeing through any disguise that you have is very high.
But I mean, I think it's more for the non-Lucretia Matthias.
Well,
It depends on what your objective is.
the people that we were with, the goal, they might have been going to St. Selena's, but their goal is to get sanctified today.
Once someone goes through champion, if they don't, they'll die.
So I think that we actually just beeline to the crater's edge.
Yeah, because I mean, at this point, like, they're not going to find out.
If Lucretia isn't there, she'll be showing up soon.
Sure.
So we meet her there.
Yeah.
And then in front of these new pilgrims, we can denounce her and take her in. And that might help them not take the sanctification. And if we can help them not take the sanctification...
Question though.
Yeah.
Are we going to the Crater's Edge, or are we going to St. Selena's or St. Grecia's?
Which is-
because
it's
other
on the-
stuff might be there.
Well, it's on the crater's edge.
Oh, okay.
That's what I meant, yeah.
Perfect.
So
So
let's go there first.
I think we need to, let's get there.
Let's go to
because
St. Grecia's and wait outside.
Save your magic for something else we might need, and we can always be invisible to others rather than trying to illusion them.
Yeah. Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Done. Let's
All right.
go.
Now the
Beeline
question
to
is,
St. Grecia's.
the lights are out. How do we get through the?
You know the way.
Do I? Yes?
Sure.
Nope.
Uh-oh.
You don't... I thought you were the navigator.
But the lights. I didn't. The lights
Wait,
show
so
us the
someone
way.
took my
For
drift globe.
the 15 years that you lived in Drakkenheim, you
I didn't
just
come to this side.
Yeah, this is the bad part of town.
we hired you
This
as a
is
navigator,
blank
Vale.
on my map.
You hold up a map and there's just a big blank area.
Blank.
Okay, but we've
I haven't filled in this area yet.
Okay, but what about the last time that we were at St. Gresh's?
I followed the lights.
All right, guys, it's this way.
Yeah, we can figure it out. We're better than pilgrims.
That being said, as we're moving through, this is deep haze now. Do we need? I have a neutralizing field. Should we do that?
Do we need it?
You are in the deep haze.
I also have neutralizing field. I'll turn mine on first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
But
just think rather than.
I think if we move quickly, we can catch up with them. And Vare, you keep an eye out for them.
Yeah.
And when we catch
Well,
up
they
with
might
them,
be going. So they might be going to St. Selena's and then to the crater. We're gonna go straight to the crater
Okay.
to like cut them or
But
like.
they couldn't have turned the lights off.
Your logic being that yes, you'll either beat them there, or if they do go to St. Selena's, you'll beat them there to St. Gresh's, or they'll be there.
Yeah.
Okay,
Great. Let's just go that way.
Okay.
I'll turn on neutralizing field.
I'll do my best to lead us through this unknown path.
Great. And if we move quickly, we'll catch up with them. They're pilgrims.
I mean-
we can run really fast.
Listen, the gate is
I
here.
can run really fast.
I can run
St.
really fast.
Gresh's is we know the general direction towards the crater from the gate. That seems likely.
Yes, it does. The followers of the Falling Fire have created their own pathways, but as you step into the deep haze with the neutralizing field active, you can see that the followers of the Falling Fire had placed lanterns to mark a way through the deep haze. But as you step in, you see that several of these lanterns have been toppled over and extinguished. No, that said, Veo, there's evidence of a trail that leads forward. Whether this trail is what you can surmise is that if they've headed to St. Selena's, they would not have been able to put out the lights on the way to St. Gresh's.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But if there is a fork somewhere in this pathway, then you would at least need to get to that fork to find out which way you would know which way they went.
Makes sense.
And I guess question is, you said they put lanterns out. Are there lanterns, even the extinguished ones, only leading a certain way, or are there lanterns across every path?
That's what
If
I
you'd
was
like
thinking.
to examine that, give me a survival check.
Is it I can't roll less than a 10?
Only if you're proficient.
Oh, no, I'm not. So 10.
Okay. As you go to look about, you realize that some of the lanterns, they have extinguished them, but partway through, they realized perhaps just extinguishing them would still leave the trail, and you can see the evidence of maybe that one of them had been removed completely. Which confounds your efforts to go forward. They're carefully looking for your way might help, but in the process, you feel like you've started to maybe lead everybody the wrong way entirely.
Uh-oh.
Can I help get us back on track?
Sure. How?
I am proficient with survival,
Okay.
and I also am just like a great guy.
Need a little more than that.
I was baptized recently. Pretty recently.
So you tap into your newfound faith.
Yeah. I
Sure, give me a survival check.
sense the
You were just saying things until Monty gave you one, right?
Yeah, and I got an 18.
Okay. So
You got it now.
as Veo starts veering off, you just feel in your heart, no, this is not the way, and you see the wagon tracks.
Look, my heart tells me that this is the way because of those very clear wagon tracks on the ground.
Yeah, they had wagons and donkeys, right?
Yeah.
So I think maybe a collective effort here, because I'm proficient in investigation. Can I like try to keep an eye on the road to like find donkey tracks and?
Absolutely.
I'm like,
Donkey do?
donkey poop.
Yeah.
20.
I check it.
Sure enough. Yeah, that's what you find.
That's donkey poop. You didn't have to try it. I could have told you that.
No.
That's how eating anything starts in Drakkenheim.
It's important. It's fresh.
That is contaminated donkey
I
poop.
can tell
It won't
that this
degrade.
donkey's been eating food. That's why I
Okay.
pooped.
Thanks, Pluto.
Alrighty.
You're welcome. I also have animal handling.
You're making some progress. Okay. Each of you can roll me a d6, except for Veo, who can roll me 2.
5.
5.
A 1 and a 2.
Okay.
Theo stepped in more donkey poop.
Hey, we're on the right path.
My
now.
eyes, where am I going?
How do you get it in your eyes? Don't rub your eyes after handling donkey poop.
Well, sure. It's Theo.
Never.
Okay.
Use your buttery mage hand.
Invisible mage to forward now.
As you proceed through the ruins, so Pluto has the neutralizing field active, or you do?
Yep.
Okay.
My neutralizing field. So we are probably pretty close together then.
Yeah.
Yes, you are.
Linking arms, you know.
As you search around and look for sort of pulling people off as you almost pulled some people off the path when you were searching around, what you do see, however, is there's something following you. Give me a perception check.
21.
Okay. You see it before it sees you, but on the other side of this building, you see several horrific delirium dregs. These dregs, their jagged features make them appear like they're made of shattered glass, and their flesh is a fractal arrangement of like polygonal angles and shimmering delirium crystals, and like it's like parts of their bones have started to crystallize and jut out, and they're sort of refracting light at odd angles and with increased integrity as they sort of with this jagged gait stumble throughout the ruins. So give me a stealth check to get away from them before they notice you.
30.
Okay. You were able to avoid drawing their attention.
I remember these guys. We fought them last time we were going to St. Selena's.
Yes. And we're not going to fight them this time.
Okay.
Wait then.
Clunk, clunk.
I stop moving. Question. If the pilgrims came this way, wouldn't they be horribly slaughtered?
They're following us. These monsters.
They're following us?
Yeah.
They're nearby. Vea was able to lose them with her stealth check.
But they're close by.
There are monsters in this area. Yes.
They might not have come by. They might have gotten ahead of them. Slim overlap, but ships passing in the night.
Interesting.
Okay. You continue to make your way through the deep haze, following the wagon tracks and the droppings of the donkeys. As you move through the wrecked streets of the South Ward, the area where the damage from the meteoric impact was the heaviest, the buildings here, very little of them remains. Like in the other parts of Drakkenheim, the inner city, the buildings are to high spires, but here they're blasted ruins, mostly mounds of rubble and rock, but the richest amounts of delirium tend to perk up. And so here and there, you'll catch glimmers of light and shimmering motes of octane and be like, is that one of those lanterns? Be like, no, it's just delirium. Or a flickering in the distance of one of these creatures lurking through the thick mist. Here and there, you'll come upon a strange sight, like a building that was transformed into glass, or even trees that are just glass. And in other places, you'll see the silhouettes of those who were incinerated. As you pass through this part of the South Ward, how are you all going? What are you each going to do to navigate further?
At some point, we want to branch off of the path to St. Selena's and head towards St. Grecia's. So, I know that Veo's our navigator, but I know that Sebastian has been in the city before, and he's trying to recall landmarks.
Look, I touched the delirium heart. I shouldn't have, but I did. Do I have a connection with it? Can I feel that awful power?
That might work. Sebastian,
you did too.
I might have an arcane connection. Like
you touched it, man. I was like thinking like we might be able to feel our way towards it.
That's smart.
Well,
yeah.
Pluto, I'm gonna.
Sebastian, you can give me an Arcana or History check. Vale, what are you gonna do?
I'm gonna keep looking for tracks, but knowing that like we're in the deep haze and that it's not by mortal means that necessarily these trails are gonna be kept. So I'm gonna do my best to like get down close to the ground and try to
give me a perception check.
Sniff some stuff.
And Pluto, if you want to continue with that, you can give me an insight or religion check.
My religion.
I got a 16.
16?
Perception 30.
And I got a 20 on my insight.
Okay.
I'm searching my soul.
So, Veo, as you search around on the ground, you think that you've got a sense of the road that you're on is gonna split off eventually at some point, right? Because there's the bridge ahead, and like there's the bridge, there's the roadways. It's gonna sharply turn and then head back towards the crater. Pretty tough. So you think that at this point you see the wagon trail make a sharp turn, and you're like, the sharp turn that they're making, that's going towards St. Selena's. We should be going the opposite way.
Okay.
And Pluto, you feel that too. You feel that pull. Sebastian, unfortunately, you're looking around trying to be like, do I remember this? But it's a confusing maze, and it doesn't make much sense to you. So
I hone in on my Arcana and I try to feel if there's delirium nearby, and it's like, yeah. And I'm like, okay, cool.
I sense magic.
It's all right.
I sense magic. It's in this direction.
Isn't that the trail?
Each of you can roll me a d6, except Sebastian, who can roll me 2.
4.
3.
1 and 3.
Okay. Sebastian, as you try to draw on the arcane connection that you have to this area, you almost feel a bit of a cascade of some of the nightmarish visions that you've had in the past.
Here they go.
Particularly that original thing that you had when you were in the South Ward before you were taken by the Academy as a young boy. Okay?
Sorry, Monty. But our high-level sorcerers having standing nightmares.
I'm trying to find it.
Grab the pillows.
So you can give me an intelligence saving throw.
I got a 6.
Okay.
Alrighty. Grab my towel. Hold on.
Oh no!
All right.
Oh,
as you do, you feel almost this outburst like you want to start casting spells.
Oh.
So,
No.
Sebastian, roll me a d10.
Uh-oh.
A 2.
Okay. So, the d10 was to determine what level of spell slot you feel the compulsion to cast. So, here's what I need from you. You can either give up a second level spell slot or take 1d12 psychic damage per level of the slot.
Can I cast a spell of second level?
Yes, but it would be expended without effect.
Oh, okay.
Darkness. It's in your mind.
Yeah, I cast darkness in my soul.
Okay, so you lose a second level spell slot.
No.
What is... Never heard that song.
I'm concentrating, Pluto.
It's his new vocal cords that I just grew.
Oh, yeah. He's testing them out.
I'm trying to find them.
Okay. The final leg of the
Puberty.
journey.
First time. Dude.
Oh.
Shh. The dregs.
All right.
What am I doing? I'm just trying to find the way. Just let me do my thing, Pluto.
Maybe just go back to the donkey.
Veo, as you lead the group forward, you catch sight of one of the illuminated lanterns that leads the way to St. Grecius.
They didn't put the lanterns out this far.
Yeah.
We need to follow this way.
Nice job,
Without
Leo.
shouting.
I wasn't shouting. I was concentrating. I don't know what you guys are talking about.
All right. This should be safe.
Okay.
With haste.
Nevertheless,
You want me to cast haste?
the lanterns are spaced out quite far from one another. Such that just as you come up to the one, the next one is just flickering off in the distance. Yet, guided in this way, at this stage, you can feel the power of the contamination around you and the neutralizing field protecting you all. Yet, now the dangers of the creatures around you feel palpable. So, my question at this stage is, what are you going to do? Do you want to fight whatever might come, or do you want to try to avoid whatever might come, or outrun it?
I could pass without trace.
And we can try to sneak
Yeah.
our way. Like, we want to keep our eyes on the lanterns.
Yeah. The thing I think about is like we've already had to use quite a few of our provisions for this trip, and I don't know when we're going to get to rest again.
And you'll have to make your way back out.
Yes.
So you want to rest?
No, I want to get there
Yeah.
and save what we have for the. It's not going to be an easy.
Yeah. Fight.
Takedown,
Yeah. Let's do
right?
it.
Let's stick to the sides of the roads and move cautiously with pass without trace active.
Yeah.
Okay. I like
Okay.
that. Nice job.
All right. In that case, I will have all of you make a stealth check.
And we get plus 10.
Yes. And can't be tracked by magical, except by magical means.
What do we got?
33.
I got an 18 and a 19.
Wow.
So my disadvantage is plus 19.
Ooh.
Wait, plus 10?
Yeah.
Plus 10.
29.
Okay.
Oh my god.
What's the...
28.
I've never.
Oh, wait, 38.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go. There
I
you
was
go.
like,
More.
plus 10.
I was going to be like, no
Okay.
way Pluto beat you.
No.
But still, this is the stealthiest we've ever been.
It is. Making your way carefully through this final leg of the journey, you arrive at the crater's edge. Here, the blasted ruins of the city end upon a rocky precipice that descends into the mist-filled basin. A plume of thick swirling fog rises from the center of the crater, and eldritch lightning arcs through the air into the clouds above, and a bitterly cold wind howls about. Along the side of the crater here rests the chapel of St. Grecius. Nothing remains of its domed rooftop. Instead, the brickwork composing the circular chapel, it floats in the air. Deconstructed in perfect geometric order. Perhaps the magic holding them aloft were broken. It would almost collapse back into its proper place. Inside the chapel walls, you can see there is a lighted brazier upon a marble dais that burns with an entropic flame in an unnatural purple-red hue. The coals within are delirium shards. And we'll change our scene. As you reach the chapel of Saint Gresha, it is getting longer in the day. Here at the crater's edge, you see that the doors of the chapel are open, although again, the building itself is so shattered that kind of only the outline of it remains. The dome is totally gone, and so the brickwork is all sort of floating in the air. What would you like to do?
Is that Pluto's helmet?
Hey!
That's your old helmet down in the crater.
Wait,
there.
don't go in the crater.
Don't go in the crater.
We'll get it later.
You have
before we
two
go.
new helmets.
Yeah.
You have multiple new helmets. You don't need that one.
Well, I like to have choices.
Two options, I guess. Should I go around and maybe take a look and see what's going on, or we get Crowley?
Actually, yeah, Crowley could do a fly around and just
Check it out.
make sure there's nothing in the area.
And then we should go hide inside and wait for them to
Or
come.
stand like cool, like by the brazier and just like be like, what up, Lucretia?
Let's cook something in the brazier.
I mean, yes. I'm always up for a barbecue.
We barbecue in the brazier to mock them.
But first,
I mean, do we want to mock them, though? We don't want to anger them more.
yeah, the goal is, I mean, ideally, in a perfect situation, what happens is Lucretia Matthias comes quietly and her followers disband.
So she just gives us everything she wants and there's no fuss.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Just prepare yourselves mentally. I feel like she's going to throw some
Yeah.
things to kind of shame.
Also, yeah, prepare ourselves for the idea that she doesn't just surrender peacefully.
She's going to say some mean things, but it's not true.
But also, she might say some really nice things. Those are not true either.
Yeah.
Oh, what if she compliments me?
Yeah.
Yeah,
You're not...
that's her trick. She's going to be like, Pluto, you have such light inside of you and your heart is so pure. If you were to jam delirium into it, you could be better. And you're going to...
We're not falling
really
for it.
should.
No.
No.
That wasn't even the good version.
So send
I am not ready.
Crowley around.
Okay, so we send Crowley for a fly around just to scope the area.
Okay.
That's me fainting as Crowley
Oh, catch
takes.
you.
Yeah, you
Sorry.
have to.
I catch you.
It's been a while since we've done this, I guess.
Yeah,
A trust fall, and you're just like, what?
So again, the building is without a roof. There is a cracked and ancient mosaic across the floor, and you can see that as Crowley flies around, surrounding the brazier are several other lit flames in smaller basins. And there are the accoutrements of the numerous ritual materials needed to perform the sacrament, as well as the scattered bones and remains of perhaps those who did not make it this far alive. There is a staircase that leads down into what must ostensibly be the crypts, as most chapels of the Sacred Flame have a boneyard for the skeletal remains of those who are cremated to be interred. What might have remained of the rest of the chapel grounds, the crematory garden, it's all a ruin around here. Several of the statues and the decorations that would have once been in the chapel have been completely destroyed. And there is all that remains kind of is one of the decorative statues depicting who might be either a representation of Saint Tarna or Saint Gresha. It's difficult to tell. And beyond that, the chapel looks almost completely abandoned.
Good.
I don't know. Shouldn't there be at least, like, people watching this place?
I don't know. I don't know what the procedure here is.
Give me a perception check with Crowley.
Is Crowley a chicken still?
No.
That's a really important question.
Just imagine it would be even more strange to just...
Yeah. Struggling to fly.
10.
Okay. It's difficult to tell, but along the walls of the chapel, at first, you're like looking through Crowley's senses. Are those bas relief carvings of knights, or are those sentinels that are actually standing against the walls? If it's what you can see is against the walls, their hands held in front, clad in armor that is either so rusted or worn it almost appears like stone, and wearing helmets. There are at least 12 figures against the walls here.
Can Crowley fly right up and land on one of them and start like pecking it with his beak?
As Crowley lands up on it and pokes it, you can see that it is a real suit of armor, and inside is a skeleton.
But it doesn't react to...
It does not react to Crowley poking.
What about if I
I'm mumbling what he's saying to you guys.
What if I use one of the bag of tricks? So I reach into my bag of tricks.
How far away do you guys want to be from the chapel? How close do you want to get?
I imagine we're just outside, but I don't know.
Just outside as in 100 feet, as in 30 feet, or 10
I
feet?
literally pictured us like off to the side somewhere, like
I
hanging
imagine
out.
it's like maybe 50 feet.
Okay, if you're 50 feet back, so far, nothing.
I throw a I throw an ape onto the ground.
Okay, an ape emerges from the bag of holding.
And I send
or
him
the
in
bag of tricks.
to the brazier.
Okay, the ape goes into the chapel and sits down and starts playing with some of the things around the brazier, and you can see it from here, but nothing in the building seems to react to its presence.
I say we just... I mean, I think something's going to happen, but we might as well take care of it before the crowd gets here.
Okay. I send the ape to go sit on the shoulder of the suit of armor.
Okay, it does.
He climbs up, and he clankers on, and he holds onto it.
Okay.
Good old ape.
Do we all want to go in together, or...
What's the worst that could happen?
Yeah. I mean, you're not wrong.
Maybe we send one of us in. I'll go in.
I'll go in.
You want to go in?
I don't know. If I get blasted by like a disintegrate spell, I'll see you guys in like 10 days.
How long has it been
Can't wait.
since we passed without trace, like up until that traveling point?
How long is the duration?
An hour.
I would say it's done now.
Okay. The question is, do we want to go in stealth, or do we just want to go in and see what happens?
I guess we could just wait out here for them to show up, right? We don't have to go in.
Yeah, but I think I like the idea of seeing if there's anything, because it's eerie that there's nothing going on here. Like, can I remember the last time we were here? I'm assuming we were here, right?
We've been to the crater's edge. We've never been inside the chapel.
Yeah.
We did a one-shot where different characters went into the chapel.
Was it? Well, we met with Lucretia Matthias, but was that in Selena's?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Here's what I'm thinking. We could wait outside, but my worry is that if Lucretia Matthias comes here and we go, Lucretia Matthias, you're coming with us.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden 12 undead bodies animate and try to kill us, that's a whole kerfuffle. But if we go in now and they do come alive and we dismantle them, then when Lucretia Matthias gets here and we go, Lucretia Matthias, you're coming with us, there's no sentinels.
Can we dismantle them and throw them in the crater?
Sure.
Yes.
All right, let's go kill him.
If we throw the arcane creatures that might animate into the crater, nothing bad could happen.
Nothing.
Let's go.
Gun, swords drawn.
Together, different entrances / holes in the walls?
What do you think, Vea?
Different holes in the walls.
Okay. We'll approach different holes, ready to attack the sentinels.
You go through the front door.
Okay.
Okay.
Front door. Vea, where are you going?
I'm gonna go over that in the far corner.
Breaking through.
Yeah.
Okay. Who's going in first?
I do. Dun, dun, dun,
We're just like-
dun, 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 dun.
We're peering through the cracks in the
Through
wall.
the cracks.
Dun, 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 dun.
But I assume the cracks are big enough that we can get through them.
Oh yeah, those are like full blown holes in the wall. Like
Yeah.
those used to be stained glass windows.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Do they acknowledge my theme song?
Pluto goes in.
Humming to himself a tune of majesty.
Okay.
Important.
I
So
am
not
Pluto.
someone.
I am Pluto. I'm the best. Better than the rest.
As you step into the chapel,
Sword drawn, Ignatius drawn. I'm back, baby.
stepping out from the brazier of flame is a spirit of spectral energy, roughly resembling a flamekeeper, clad in spectral robes, and her features are almost completely skeletal and gaunt, and she bears a manifestation of a symbol of the sacred flame or the falling fire. It's actually hard to tell which from the way that it flickers. But you see as you step into the room that her visage, it's almost like her spectral skin is layered over a spectral skeleton. So you can see features of her face and skull simultaneously, which resemble the statue at the far end of the building.
Okay.
And
Hello.
the figure says before you, "Welcome, pilgrim, to my chapel."
I am not just a pilgrim. I'm not even a pilgrim. I am Saint Pluto Jackson, heir to the Dragon Dynasty. I am. It's self-titled. This is my self-title. I have come to reclaim the relics of Saint Vitruvio. I am the new holder of the relics of Saint Vitruvio. As you can see, I seek the others.
Saint Gresha replies, "I am sorry. What you seek is not here. If you came instead to take the sacrament, you have come to the right place. But the helm of Saint Vitruvio and his reliquary are not kept here, and you will not find them here."
That is okay. Who are you?
"I am Saint Gresha. This is my chapel, where I guide those who seek the truth of the falling fire, to find a shard in the shape of their soul. If you would search the basin beyond and return with a shard in the shape of your soul, then you too may be sanctified by the falling fire, so long as your faith is true."
Maybe later. This is my ape.
It's almost like Saint Gresha doesn't acknowledge the existence.
Is this like a recording almost?
Give me an insight check.
Am I getting a vibe of like a 10?
It's not a recording, but this spirit perhaps only has the ability to perceive or interact with, like, a creature like the ape is just, and the familiars, they're not humans,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
it
okay.
doesn't care.
Okay.
It's like an AI.
Well, we're thank you for your introduction. Yeah, we're just meeting some people here. Is it okay if I hang out and wait?
If you await Lucretia Matthias, she shall be here with others soon for the evening sanctification.
Okay, great. Are you in communication with her?
Each day, her and I do converse when she comes here to perform the rites.
Got it. A lot of people coming through lately?
Every morning and every evening, we perform the rites for 12, no more.
Oh, okay. Numbers sound good. Good numbers. Yeah, we're just gonna wait for her. We need to chat just like you do with her. Trying to get a lead on the St. Vitruvio relics.
Very well.
So is it okay?
This is a safe place. You may wait here if you wish.
Thank you.
While Pluto's having this conversation, I'm kind of watching the rest of the chapel. Has there been any movement, anything?
Give me an Arcana or Perception check. And Veo, what do you want to do?
I actually want to go over to Sebastian to ask him a question about St. Gresha. I say, do you know anything about St. Gresha? When did she die?
I have a lot of questions for her, actually. I might want to go in there and ask them. When did she start following the falling fire?
But exactly what I'm thinking is, there's a lot of things, but is this even St. Gresha, or is this an illusion set up by Lucretia Matthias?
Yeah.
Like, this feels like, depending on St. Gresha, like, this existed before.
This chapel used to worship the sacred flame, so at what point did that change? And I would like to know that.
I don't know if she's a real spirit of St. Gresha.
I got a 21 on my Arcana.
From what you can examine, those 12 sentinels are absolutely animate undead guardians. But they seem to be not they're animate, but whatever triggers them to attack or provokes them has not occurred.
We'll see what happens when I walk in. Vale, you want to come in with me?
Yeah.
We're just chatting. Oh, hey, there's my friends. They're gonna hang out with us while we wait. Safe haven.
St. Gresha.
Welcome.
You used to support the sacred flame, didn't you?
In my life, yes, I was a flame keeper, and now I have been called back to help guide the future generations to the truth of the falling fire.
But
Why this? Yeah.
But not guide them towards the light. Did you not experience the light?
The sacred flame says that those most devout, its clerics and paladins, their spirits linger behind in the Shadowlands. What remains of our bodies, and she gestures to her own body, little of mine remains, but I have come back to inhabit what remains of my mortal form, so that I may guide those who believe in the sacred flame towards the falling fire and the truth of their destiny.
But what truth is that? We've seen what happens. Why have you turned away from your original faith?
Turned away? No, there is nothing to turn away from. The sacred flame basks all of us in its protective light, and it calls to us for something even greater. We have always needed to be the light in the darkness, and through the truth of the falling fire, that is how the promise of the sacred flame will always be realized.
St. Gresha, when you died, your soul went to the Shadowlands. And no doubt, on the horizon you saw the great light of the sacred flame, did you not?
Yes, I did.
How do you feel about the fact that everybody that you bring into this chapel, their soul never makes it there? It gets consumed into the crystals of delirium. It might never make it to that light. It might never make it to the Shadowlands. It might never go on that journey that you yourself got to experience. Is that not part of the sacred flame?
How little you understand. The sacred flame burns brightly in the place where dawn breaks over the Shadowlands. Yet, its purifying light needs sacred charcoal so that it may ignite in the mortal world and transform it into something greater. Without the fuel of sanctification, the sacred flame cannot come to the mortal world.
Another question, St. Gresha. Did you come upon this realization yourself in the Shadowlands, or were you told this information by Lucretia Matthias, who I assume is the one who brought you back?
She turns her head. Give me a persuasion check.
27.
Indeed. It was when Lucretia Matthias called me back, and I saw what had happened to my chapel and what had happened to this world, that I learned that what was needed was to be here to guide others.
One last question, and I don't have an answer to this one, but you were brought back by one person who told you that the sacred flame was maybe not all of it, that there was maybe more, the falling fire. What if Lucretia Matthias was wrong?
St. Gresha says, it will be, if Lucretia Matthias's visions do not come to pass, and I have no belief that they would not, then all these righteous spirits need only be released from the shards, and then they may find their way back to the sacred flame.
This is just a quick question about our friends in the falling fire, and actually in the don't we burn them?
Cremation, is that the default for the dead in the world? Yes. So most, you would know this because this is common knowledge in the world. Most people are cremated when they die.
Yeah. Especially members of the...
No.
No?
No. This is, again, the clergy of the Sacred Flame, paladins and clerics of the Sacred Flame, they are not cremated when they die, because there is a belief amongst the Sacred Flame that the bodies of paladins and clerics will be needed, and that they can be inhabited again by their own spirits. And so you've seen this several times.
Yeah, okay.
Where you've seen in Saint Vitruvio's, like even the remains of Saint Vitruvio, which what little of Saint Vitruvio remains is interned in that cathedral, because it is believed that there may be a time when the shadows threaten all of the world, and the bodies of paladins and clerics will be re-inhabited by their own spirits, which is why the Sacred Flame has this belief that undead are usually abominations unless it is the reanimated body of a paladin or cleric being inhabited again by the original spirit of that lived in that body.
It's also why they're really mad that Sebastian
oh yeah, they don't
burned
like you.
them.
Yeah. Could you pass me?
So I guess, yeah, like, does this creature have any delirium on it? In it?
No.
It's just the body?
Mm-hmm.
So you mentioned it as spectral, but like, does it physically have her bones?
Give me a perception check.
19.
There are bone fragments.
In the spirit?
Yes.
Okay.
Very little, like, they're placed in the place that they should be, and then there's spiritual kind of anchors that are creating the rest of the skeleton.
Okay.
So it's like a bit of her skull and her jaw, part of like her shoulder blades and a few bits of her ribs. Perhaps because either what remained of her body might have been heavily damaged or destroyed by the damage that has happened around here, but her spirit is picking up what remains of it. So there is corporeality to her form, although she is largely composed of spiritual stuff.
I don't think we're going to convince her either.
No, it's just like, it's interesting.
It is interesting that,
I just don't want you to feel used. You know? I want you to know that,
But I am here to serve. I am here to be used by the flame for the righteous cause of the falling fire.
you say that you're here to be used by the flame, but the flame disagrees with Lucretia Matthias. Those who follow the sacred flame, the divine matriarch, and all the flame keepers, they don't believe in Lucretia Matthias. You're one of the few flame keepers who seems beholden to the sacred flame, who has decided that you're here to serve a singular person who might be deceiving you.
I am not here to serve a singular person. I do not serve Lucretia Matthias. I serve the sacred flame and the truth of the falling fire.
Which you were told by Lucretia Matthias.
That she was the first to see that truth does not diminish its veracity.
Have you seen that truth?
I believe I have, through what I have seen, through the sanctification of countless flame keepers and paladins that have come through this very chapel. And so when you say that those amongst the faith have not seen the way, I say to you that it is not true, that they have merely been deceived, the wool pulled over their eyes. A new truth and new destiny lay before them, one that even those who have died can see the truth of, and yet they may remain resolute, clinging on to the power that they have in this life. And that is why I think that I can see it with clarity. I do not live. There is nothing holding me to the trappings of mortal existence. And I know that so many others amongst my faith, they are blinded by the trappings of their bodies, the needs of their corporeal forms, by the greed and fear which even grips a righteous heart, and that prevents them from seeing the higher purpose that we are truly called to.
It's interesting because I touched the delirium heart. I saw the vision. I died, and I went to the Shadowlands. There I met paladins of the sacred flame, and I watched them guide people towards that light breaking on the horizon. And I came back, and all of that, everything I saw, led me to believe that...
And you saw the darkness of the Shadowlands.
Yeah.
And you saw how the dawn holds just a glimmer on the horizon of those Shadowlands.
I saw... Yep.
But what if the sun could rise over the Shadowlands? The paladins and the spirits and the others, they only allow what has happened for centuries to continue. But the truth is that our world is shrouded in darkness, and our spirits are but points of light holding an overwhelming darkness at bay. Something greater is needed for the light to truly be ignited and sweep across this world to bring justice, order, and righteousness to the darkness and chaos of our world.
You say a lot of nice words, but your order and justice is the destruction of the world. It's letting the world be destroyed. It's letting every person on this world die.
I have died.
So it's not about this world. Don't try to bring this world into it. Your view is that this world is to be destroyed so that people can, those who are resolute in their faith, can go somewhere else. But everybody else who didn't see that, they deserve death.
You, I can see, are cursed by shadow.
Okay.
Your body has been destroyed, has it not?
Yeah.
And it has been remade
Couple
in
times.
shadow. What if it could be remade in light? What if the destruction that you fear is not truly the end, but something that is a greater beginning? On the other side of that bright light, when you look into the flames, yes, one cannot see what is on the other side of that bright light, for in the darkness it overtakes our eyes. And yet on the other side of that, though that purging flame may burn the body away, may scourge the world, what will be remade on the other side? Is it the end? It doesn't have to be.
No, it doesn't have to be the end. And I know that for a fact that I've died and gone to the Shadowlands multiple times now and come back. So I know that death isn't the end. That's obvious.
Then why allow your fear of death and shadow, that things must stay the way they are? Cannot things change?
We're here to change things. I just want a different change than the destruction of the entire world.
I also don't think Sebastian's the one afraid of shadow, or else he wouldn't be trying to take it all over with the light. I think
his poor spirit fears shadow so much it has consumed him.
You know, there was a time when I was a very scared man. But I'm not. I don't fear anything anymore. I just want to do what's right for the people I love. And yeah, you can argue all day that I'm a monster, that I'm consumed by shadow. I've heard it. I know who I am. But at the end of the day, I want as many people to be safe on this world as possible.
You have not come here to meet Lucretia Matthias for peaceful reasons, have you?
No.
Why are you here, really?
She needs to give me the relics of Saint Vitruvio.
And if she does not?
We have to take them. They're rightfully belong in my hands. I am the inheritor of Saint Vitruvio.
Blessed by Saint Tarna herself.
Blessed by Saint Tarna herself.
Mm-hmm.
I retrieved Saint Tarna's bane from the depths of the shadow, brought it back into the light. I have been baptized, lost all the hair on my body, and now I'm here to reclaim. And I fear that your soul has been penetrated by delirium. I see delirium in the brazier. I see delirium out there. I see it as a container in this mortal world. But the soul, whether it be here or in the great beyond, the delirium is something physical. This all existed before delirium, and it will all exist after. This is but a passing moment in a greater thing.
There is wisdom in what you say, but also Great short-sightedness.
Probably. I'm only as wise as I am because I'm like pretty young still.
Then do what you have come here to do.
We will wait and speak with Lucretia Matthias, if that's okay. We just wish to wait here. I know you told us she'll be here by sundown.
So long as you do not bring violence to this place, you may remain here, and you may speak with her as much as you wish. But if you wish for, if the slightest inkling of violence holds in you, you must leave, and you cannot stay here.
That's going to be up to her.
It'll be her choice. What she chooses, well, there will be consequences.
Just, are we going to use violence?
If Lucretia Matthias doesn't come with us.
Yeah.
Pluto, having been able to converse with this spirit, you've got your battle master sizing up.
Yeah, my wonderful feature of know my enemy. An enemy's just a friend you haven't convinced to like you enough.
This is a very powerful spirit, possibly as powerful as Lucretia Matthias.
Oh.
Okay, here's what I say we do. I say we
Yeah,
go.
if I total class levels equal to, greater, or less than 19.
Greater.
Oh. Okay.
Effectively.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
effectively, yeah.
From like a
Yeah.
mechanical standpoint.
Here's what I say we do. We go back outside, we close the doors, and then we stop Lucretia and gang from going into the cathedral in the first
That
place.
was I loved that plan from the beginning. I like that.
Yeah, let's
That
just
just mean they can't come out here.
well, Saint Gresha, are you able to leave the premises of this cathedral? Just asking for a friend. In case we needed guidance later.
In the holy crater.
Saint Gresha says, I see no reason to answer that.
Yeah.
Well, let's bar these doors.
So again, this building has no roof.
Yeah.
The walls are broken
Yep.
and in ruins.
Yep.
Lucretia Matthias is like 90 years old. She's not going to scale a wall. She might go through a hole in the wall, but...
I don't know where you're
I think
She's not nimble.
we shouldn't wait.
Okay, I have an idea. We don't have to wait for her to get here. Let's go outside.
What?
Let's go outside.
Okay.
Are we
Yeah.
allowed to say?
Just for a second.
We
Yeah.
go
Yeah,
outside.
you go outside.
I close the doors.
Apes with
Some
me.
rocks fall off.
Why don't we just start heading towards the cathedral and we can cut them off on the way? We don't have to fight her.
Do we know like what
We don't have
way
to
they're...
yeah,
I
we-
guess the path that we came down. Like there's
Yeah.
not very many
I don't
lit
think
paths.
there's. I think we just head towards the cathedral. We know that she's going to be here in the morning and at night. We knew that the days were getting longer. The time,
It was getting long in the day.
it was getting long in the
It's
day.
probably in the next checking my magic.
Like
in the
we're
next
probably
couple
approaching night, so she's probably on her way. So I think we should just cut her off and meet her on the way. We don't have to wait for her to arrive at the destination.
I think we need to deal with Saint Gresha.
The only thing that occurs to you is that the way between here and there are other monsters.
Yes.
So if your concern is potentially other interference, whether Saint Gresha or other in the distance, a conflict in the deep haze outside this chapel may attract attention from other creatures that are in this area that are very dangerous as well.
So, okay, so just from like a high level standpoint, do you two think that something that we encounter in the wild of Drakkenheim is less or more of an issue than this creature.
I mean, that's like the mystery box, isn't it? Like, in the chapel we have a very powerful spirit and possibly 12 skeleton warriors.
Yes.
In Drakkenheim we have anything.
Even a powerful spirit with 12
Skeleton warriors.
You know how much we don't want to fight one of those.
I'd say we take the box.
Hey guys, we were gonna fight a Lich
Hey.
King. Not you.
Oh,
Lich King. Right?
I mean, we did fight and it hurt my feelings.
Yeah.
No. We were gonna
But thanks for calling me a king.
To get the, what is he called?
Yeah.
The Zelvaka's guy that he was sending us at. I'm just saying that, is this not our chance to prove ourselves? We need to take her down. What happens? We take Lucretia Mathias, we fight some monsters, but like this still is gonna...
If we defeat St. Gresha, do we stop? Do we put a hindrance on the ability to perform the sacrament?
I think it's more than just... We need to get Lucretia Mathias, but they're coming here, and
So do you want to deal with this?
if we get caught up and we have to deal with her, and it's gonna be...
Well, that's why I was saying cut her off.
Yeah.
But maybe Theo's right. Maybe this is like cutting off the supply chain, you know?
Okay, well then, from like a high, again, if we just think about the time of day, if I had to guess what time of day it is.
I
You
bet
can all roll me a d6.
5.
6.
Okay. Well, it is getting long in the day. They did mention dusk.
Yeah.
You surmise that depending on how you handle this situation here, you might have enough time to, like, if you're able to take out what's happening here, this is a relatively safe place as well. You might have the opportunity to take a rest.
Well, that's what I was
And
thinking.
we could
Yeah.
probably take care of this in 24 seconds.
30 if we're being
About 30 seconds.
24 to 30 seconds.
Yeah.
I give us a minute.
Tops.
Just in case.
Just
A minute
like
tops.
at max 1 minute. It's gonna feel like probably half an hour to 45 minutes, but it's probably only gonna be 1 minute.
Yeah, I can exert myself for about a minute.
Yeah.
All right.
Now,
I draw Ignatius.
hold on! I think what we need to remember is that, like, if we don't want her coming back, we really want to stick a sword in it. Her bones need to be burned.
Yeah.
Right, I can't banish her.
We
No.
burn her
We-
bones. We
Okay.
knock over the brazier.
No, if I banish her, then we
Then
don't...
destroy the bones.
Oh. Okay, I can try banishing her.
And then we burn the bones.
And then
It's
we
like
bu-
trolls! Just on a higher level, Pluto. We got this.
This
Intense
is just
trolls.
This is just trolls with religion.
Do we happen to know if that theory correct?
That if you destroy her physical remains, that might prevent her from manifesting again.
Yes.
It is possible that these don't represent 100% of her physical remains. There might be something that is stored beneath the chapel. But give me a religion check.
Wait, are you...
It's intelligence based.
Okay, I'll do the religion check. Sorry, I just assumed you were religious now.
I can be religious
An
and be-
11?
I can be religious and ignorant
What's-
at the same time.
It's probably worth checking to see if there's anything left of St. Gresha elsewhere to just fully determine and make sure that nothing else is coming back.
What are you? She's like the light version of you. Right?
Yeah.
So we have to kill her mom.
No, we have to kill her other bones.
Right.
But her... Same concept.
Her bones are her mom.
Are her mom. Yes. And
Great.
then...
That's a way easier thing to understand.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay.
That's
So-
a really great analogy.
Same thing. So regardless of what we do, but they might try to stop us. So we should probably be...
I'm just gonna walk.
Quick.
I'm gonna walk in. Let's just all walk in and go downstairs. Okay?
Yeah. Yes.
Quick. We just
don't
walk in.
make eye contact. Straight downstairs.
We're just gonna walk in. Hey, we're
Hey.
just peacefully hanging out, and we're gonna head downstairs into the basement of. The...
Okay. As you walk back in,
Oh.
St. Gresha's spirit manifests And as you head towards the stairs,
Yeah.
Gresha says, "You may not go there."
He's a saint.
Oh, I'm sorry. Why not?
That is a sacred place, and you may not disturb the remains of the dead who are buried there.
If I do the sacrament, can I go down there?
Yes.
So if I perform the sacrament, you'll allow me to go into the tomb down below.
I do not believe that you have the faith to complete the sacrament.
I have to be honest with you, and this is actually being truthful. I've thought about it a lot. If you search into my soul, you'll know that I contemplated it on probably a half a dozen occasions.
Yes, but you do not truly believe, do you?
It's right now, I don't believe. But I was asking more in terms of like who you allow. Like, so you allow people that have completed the sacrament.
We can always go into the basement after.
Yeah.
After what?
We defeat her.
I was just asking more. Like, I'm not saying that I,
Should have to be
in the most honest way, I'm not saying that I am going to perform the sacrament. I was more asking like, you would acknowledge someone that has performed the sacrament as being worthy, or at least having permission.
You, regardless, you will not go down there.
Yeah. That's fine. But that's why I was more like, I just wanted to understand your rules.
And even in this conversation, you see the sentinels sort of shift a little bit in their position.
There's a hostility?
Yeah.
That's fair.
Can you time stop and go down there?
Technically.
The door down there is closed.
Okay.
Is locked or
Technically,
closed?
You have not examined it to determine that.
I would
Okay.
have an amount of seconds equal to what I roll on the d4 plus.
Yeah,
like
let's
6
just-
seconds times.
Oh.
Yeah, let's just do it.
Okay, so
We're sorry, we didn't mean to tread where we can't.
You are overstaying your welcome here.
you guys block the door. I'll go get it.
What do you mean?
You guys block the door. I'm gonna run down.
Alright.
Ready? Set.
Break!
Break. And I start to run towards the door.
Okay.
You think we have to do that before we kill her?
I don't think there's any reason.
I think she doesn't want us to go down there.
I mean, are we okay? I mean, it's happening. You're going.
Yeah,
I
okay.
I don't know what I don't know what I'm doing.
Sebastian, place yourself back in. Veo, place yourself towards the door. And we can roll for initiative.
Let's roll.
I think we're fighting anyways.
Yeah, just thinking
20.
Ooh. 25.
2.
That's okay.
2 for Pluto.
2. So a 1 on the dice plus a 1 for my dex mod equals 2.
That's math.
And it's probably some of the easiest that I have to do. Thanks, initiative. The lower you are, the easier you are to handle. Lots of time to think about my actions.
Okay. Sebastian?
20.
Okay. As Veo makes a race for the door, the defenders animate to attack.
We're doing it.
Mhm.
We got this.
Are you just going to the basement though?
Are you gonna leave
Not
us?
necessarily. No.
Okay, thank you.
The specter is as difficult as Lucretia Mathias. Veo leaves. I mean, if
I think we just had to force. I think it's happening anyways. We're gonna get bounced out.
One of the most important figures we have to figure out is who is gonna play my ape. Can it be this dog here? No.
is your ape capable of doing anything?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why wouldn't it be?
Oh,
It's one of the most important characters on the map.
all right.
It acts. It acts on my turn. and it can move, and you tell it general orders. Otherwise, it just does what's appropriate for.
Okay.
So it either does what I tell it to do, or it does 8 things.
As Veo, as you begin to head towards the door, quite suddenly, a spiritual vortex of spectral flaming blades appears, whirling and surrounding you. So this kind of encirculation of spiritual weapons surround you as St. Gresha casts a spell.
Can I ask what the spell's called? Just for...
It is Blade Barrier.
Ooh. Blade Barrier.
And with that, Veo, it is your turn.
Okay. I am going to turn around and...
So it's a circle surrounding you.
Like, is it a barrier?
Yes, it is a blade barrier.
Like a physical...
It is a wall of whirling blades made of magical energy. Spinning, whirling blades. So this is Wall of Fire, except swords.
Okay.
But is it a barrier?
Yes, it is. It is difficult terrain to move through it, and it will hurt you.
Is it made of blades?
It is made of spectral magical blades.
Would you describe them as whirling?
Yes, I would describe them as whirling.
Okay, this is all really important. Veo, use that information as you will.
I guess what I'm trying to think of is, are they objects or is it an area?
It's a spell.
Okay.
Okay. It's not something that you can attack.
Okay. Then I am going to Misty Step out of the blades.
Okay.
The blade barrier.
Just like, oh no!
Out of the whirling blade barrier.
Out of the whirling blade barrier.
Of blades.
Okay.
Towards you guys.
Yeah,
okay.
Come on over.
Back she comes.
Hey, Vale.
She runs, just nope. You know, like when the cat like sees the cucumber and like jumps, like she just pop.
Literally.
She jumps back as it forms and pops.
And then I'm going to, I guess, aim at St. Gresha.
Yeah.
And take some shots at her. So I get 3 shots in my first round. And I want to aim for her bones.
Sure.
If that makes sense.
Yeah.
21.
As the arrows sail towards St. Gresha, a shimmering field of almost burning spirits lift up out of her body and deflect the first shot.
The first shot?
Yeah.
So I take another. 13.
Just sails right through the spirits.
20.
Everything misses.
Ooh, okay. So then
Oh boy.
I just slink back towards the door, but I want to stay with you guys.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna use my movement. Right
Can
there.
I ask a second question about you gave me sort of a hint on the total class levels. Can I can find out 2 characteristics.
Mm-hmm.
Can I ask one more?
Sure.
AC, higher than 20, the same, or lower?
The base AC is the same.
Okay.
Yep.
Great.
Yep. Okay. Gresha will use a legendary action. And as the shield emanates out, it turns into a wave of sacred flames, and I need all of you to give me a con save.
Ooh.
Or sorry, wisdom saves.
Ooh.
That got worse. Oh.
Oh. I'm gonna use lucky for sure
I'm
on
gonna
that
use
one.
Indomitable to get a 17.
Okay, you fail.
Oh, no.
15.
You fail.
I fail.
Okay, you each take 31 radiant damage.
Oh no.
Oh no.
I'm vulnerable to radiance.
Okay, you take 62 radiant damage.
This is a bad time, guys.
You do not want to fight angels, clerics,
Sebastian, it is your turn.
reincarnated saints.
I go home.
I die and I go back in.
I die and I go to visit my
Just
mommy.
like, sorry.
I want my mommy. I think that we're about to get swarmed by skeletons. You two got St. Gresham, right? You guys are fine there.
You said confidently for me.
You guys can handle that. I'm going to move to the side. I'm going to use... I haven't done this in a long time. It's been a long time since Sebastian has pulled this trick out of his bag.
Here we go.
His eyes go black. And his own shadow starts to swirl around him. And he casts darkness on himself. And then I'm going to quicken Eldritch Blast out of the shadows. So now I'm just a swirling vortex of shadows.
Woo.
Giving me advantage on all my attacks, and I'm going to attack this skeleton that's in front of me.
Cool.
So I'm going to get a... oh man, I have a large bonus.
It sounds wrong.
A large bonus to my hit. It's gotten massive. 30.
That, yes.
Okay. Do these guys... Okay, just to save me time, do they look like they're going to take more than one Eldritch Blast?
Yes.
One large Eldritch Blast.
Higher than 30. 18?
It's also a hit. Yep.
As long as I don't roll a 1, then I'm going to...
Okay. Don't roll a 1.
Don't roll 2 ones in a row.
We're good.
So you're looking for crits, I guess.
So that's going to be... So all 4 hit. So we'll start with the first skeleton. 11?
Okay. All on the
Yeah.
same target? Yep.
12?
Okay.
12?
Okay.
11.
That destroys it. The fourth shot destroys it.
Oh, man.
And it crumbles apart as you blast it out through the shadows.
I'm in a vortex of darkness, and I hope that helps me. So I'm just gonna chill there.
Okay.
What is the range on the dark spell? The darkness.
Yeah, what is it?
15 foot. So, yeah, it's 3 squares from me. So
Oh man, they're really surrounding me, aren't they? And Veo.
Yeah, I thought I was gonna kill 4 of them, but I killed 1.
You might need to pull out the big guns.
I got you.
Yeah, you're good.
So, as they move towards you, they brandish their weapons, and the defenders, they flare with holy light, and you can see their weapons light up with radiant energy. That they can project both as melee and ranged attacks. So Sebastian is in darkness. There's 12 of them remaining. So each of you are going to get. There'll be 3 attacks on Sebastian with disadvantage.
Are there 12? Because I thought there were 12 total.
There's 12 total, so 1 was destroyed. So you're going to get hit 3 times, and the rest of you all get 4.
Okay.
Okay. So Sebastian, you're with disadvantage, which is a 17, a 19, and a 22. Or sorry. Oh, no, sorry, that was disadvantage. So way lower. My bad.
I'm good.
Everything misses. Against Pluto, that was I rolled a 3, a 3, a 4, and a 5 on the dice. Nothing's going there.
Yep.
And against
Veo?
Veo, the highest is an 18.
No!
Okay. Wow, that was
Yay!
That was unfortunate.
So we're part of the light, and I
Okay.
gotta be honest, you're picking the wrong fight here. Let's try to convince the skeleton warriors to join us. Repent!
Okay. And the only thing is that St. Gresha will use her legendary action, and will use that to fire a guiding bolt at Pluto.
Uh-oh.
Getting a over 30 to hit.
Oh, yeah.
So Pluto, that is going to be 24 radiant damage.
Hey! Oh!
And with that, we go to Pluto.
I'm gonna attack the creatures around me.
Okay.
I'm surrounded, but not for long. I have one thing I want to see if this will work, but no, that won't work. Okay, so I'm just gonna start attacking.
Cool.
18.
Yep.
More. So I'm gonna attack the creatures that are based with me.
Okay.
The closest one.
Don't roll Ignatius's radiant damage. They're immune to radiant damage.
Oh, fair. Okay, that's gonna change everything. So 15 damage.
Okay.
Plus another 15 damage.
Okay.
Plus 16 damage.
That destroys one.
Great. And then, oh boy. I'm going to bait and switch with Veo.
Okay.
Veo, you're gonna get
I got you.
9 more AC.
Oh, thank you.
And I'm going to stay there.
Okay.
I think I was one.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Saint Gresha will use her last action to move back over here. And then we go to the top with her actual turn. And so Saint Gresha will... the blade barrier is stuck over there. Actually, yeah. Saint Gresha is going to teleport into her blade barrier. Yeah.
Smart.
And then what Saint Gresha will do after that, because she can still see through the blade barrier, I believe. Yes, 3/4 cover. Okay. Is she will cast. She's not worried about it, so she's going to cast Flame Strike right down here.
Oh man.
So
Does that hit all of us?
It will hit all of you. Yeah.
Okay.
So for Flame Strike.
I'm gonna counterspell that.
Okay. Using what level spell slot?
I'm gonna use the one in my ring because so it's a 3rd level.
Okay, so roll it.
What am I? So
You need to get a 15 or higher.
I got a 12.
Okay.
Can you lucky
Flame
that?
Strike
I
resolves.
don't have luck.
Oh, you're not lucky.
So each of you need to make a Dexterity saving throw.
Okay. 11.
Okay, so that's going to be...
You know what? I'll Indomitable it. I'll
Sure.
see if I can do it. No, worse.
It's going to be 36 damage, half of which is fire, half of which is radiant. Sebastian?
10.
Okay, so for you, it is 21. So it ends up being 5d6. So that's
36 plus half.
So
right?
it's 17 radiant. So 34 radiant and 17 fire.
34 radiant
Yeah.
and 17 fire.
Yeah. Bea, what did you get?
14.
Ooh, oof.
I know.
So
Three
yeah,
on the side, but
in your case, it's the full damage. Or
But
no, you
it's
still take
dex.
half. It is dex. So you only
Half?
take 17 damage.
can I use uncanny?
No, because
Not-
uncanny dodge has to be an attack.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how much is
17. Okay.
singed?
I cannot get hit by her, like ever.
Yeah, we need to take care of the little guys so we can take care of her.
I'll do my best to take care of the little guys, as best I can. But
Do you want to get to her?
I need to get to her.
Okay.
Okay. With that, it is Veo's turn.
do I drop concentration on darkness?
I think that with that, I don't think there's any way you can make the save, is there? Because it would have been 34 plus 17, so it's a DC 25. You can make it.
Yeah. Roll it.
Darkness. Okay.
Nope.
Well, that's that trick that I haven't used in a while. It killed a skeleton. And it saved my life from the other attacks, so I'll give it that.
What do I know about being in this blade barrier?
If you move through it, you take 6d10 force damage.
That's good to know.
Is that mean going into it or moving through it?
If you with blade barrier, any creature in the wall space, you make a dexterity saving throw. You make the save if you enter the wall space, or you end your turn there.
Or if you end your turn there. Okay. I'm going to still do what I'm going to do.
You can still see through the blade barrier. It's 3/4 cover, which you ignore because of sharpshooter.
I'm going to thunderstep. I'm going to grab Pluto.
Woohoo! Cool.
And bring him over behind the brazier. So we're still close to...
You want to be there? You don't want to bring him to St. Gresha?
How big is the blade barrier? Like 5 feet?
Yeah, like you could fit inside it.
Could we all go in there together?
I was going to say, do you want to be in? Because that was my initial thought.
Don't worry about me.
I don't want to put you in danger if that, but yeah?
I mean...
You want to get to her?
Mayor, you do it. I trust you.
Okay.
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 All right. And then...
Actually, what?
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay. I
guess she's concentrating.
What's your save
right?
DC for Thunderstep?
14.
2 of them succeed, but one of them fails. Roll me the damage.
3. 10.
Okay. So they've taken a little bit of damage.
We
Those
try.
3. Okay.
But I figure the most important part is her.
We're getting her.
She
should always be the
there's
focus.
Anything I can do as my bonus action. Nope.
Okay.
Nope.
St. Gresha uses her legendary action to cast command on you, Pluto. And she says, run.
And I look her in the eye, and I
make a wisdom saving throw.
I cast Counterspell with the Shield of St. Petronio.
Okay.
I push it back in her face. Level 3, I guess, right?
Yeah, that does it automatically.
Boom.
Yeah, so you don't have to run into your own, into the blade barrier.
Thank you.
Okay. With that, we go to Sebastian.
That's going to get Pluto.
That's okay. Kill everything, please.
Basically all but one of them.
Okay, so Sebastian kind of kites along the outside, holding out his staff of power, and you see darkness kind of channeled down the staff, and a cold blast of shadows emerges from the staff outwards and blasts through all of the skeletons except one.
Okay, so that's 9. Save DC?
Does the staff use my save DC?
Yeah.
22.
Okay, so 1 succeeds by rolling a natural 20. That's all fails. Okay, all but 1.
All right, so
What is it?
Cone of
Cold.
Cone of Cold. Frozen darkness.
Yeah,
That's good.
it's
Cold,
frozen
chilly
darkness, cone of cold.
And as creatures of light and flame, they are not resistant to cold damage.
39 damage.
Okay, the ones that were damaged by the Thunderstep are all destroyed.
Yay!
And would you believe that, like, basically all of them now have 1 hit point?
Oh, so close! Wait, don't you have the ability?
I'm going to quicken Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
Can you re-roll damage points?
I can. I feel like there was only 2 dice worth re-rolling in that.
Okay.
But that probably would kill them.
I mean...
Okay, I'm gonna use 1 sorcery point.
Yeah, okay.
To re-roll.
Can you re-roll?
Yeah,
So and that 4 damage becomes 14.
Yeah, 4 damage becomes 14 damage.
Yes!
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Amazing. Amazing.
And that way my bonus action is still open. Wait.
Yes.
Okay. Sorry. Can I have quickened that spell?
I believe you can quicken, and you are allowed to empower on a quicken. I think that is the one that you're allowed to
empower,
do.
I think, is the one that works with.
Yeah.
And because I'd like to use my action to drink a potion.
Okay. Yeah. Sure.
And then that way I can.
Nice.
Yeah.
Amazing.
So as I'm running sideways, I'm chugging a potion, and then I pull out my staff and blast cold darkness across everybody.
Murdering
For the dark.
for the darkness.
Yep, snuffing them out.
Nice job.
All right.
Only the strongest light survive.
When we went into this adventure, and I was like, I have 7 great supreme.
You can use empowered spell even if you've already used a different meta magic option during the casting of the spell. Okay. Yep. Okay.
Love it.
Love it. Alrighty. So that goes to the whites that are in charge, Sebastian.
Yeah, that's fair.
That tracks.
I did just kill all of their friends.
Yeah, you did.
So I do get a 21 to hit.
No.
Okay.
Jeez.
All right. They miss.
That new clothes your mom got.
Yeah, it
Saint
bounces
Gresha-
off my coat.
Saint Gresha is going to use her next legendary action to also send out the waves of radiant energy. So you two need to make wisdom saves again.
Oh, okay.
These two?
Yeah.
No.
You're out of range.
Yeah, great.
22.
You succeed.
16.
So you take 15 radiant, you take 31.
31. My eyes!
Okay.
Is the blade barrier a dome?
No,
Oh,
it is not a dome.
I'm just gonna.
Pluto, we're over to you.
I start wailing on her.
Okay.
She's immune to radiant?
She is.
Oh. I hope you're immune to swords. I don't. I actually want to say that I don't. I hope she's immune to swords. Just want to clarify that. I get a 30, I get a crit, and I get a 28.
Okay. I cannot block those with shield.
And so she takes 19, 13, and then 25.
Okay, 19, 13, and 25.
I action surge,
Okay.
and I continue attacking her. Actually, strength save.
Is the DC over 20?
Yes.
I cannot succeed.
I knock her prone.
Okay.
She takes... I realize that I can do this. She takes another 9 damage.
Okay.
I continue to attack her.
You have advantage, yeah.
I crit again. And the lowest that time was a 20, though.
She'll block it with shield.
Okay, yeah, the 20. Otherwise, it was like.
So you need 25.
Okay, so I have a crit and another hit.
Okay.
Woo!
So 15 plus 27.
Okay.
Let the holy light absolve you. I'm still learning.
Okay. She will use her last legendary action to cast command on you again.
Since it's been my turn, can I?
Oh, yes, you can.
Woo!
Yeah. Okay. All right. We go to the top of the round with Saint Gresha, who will. Let's see if the blade barrier went down. I don't think any of those hits are going to be enough to make the DC high enough. Oh, no, I get a natural 1. So the blade barrier goes down.
Woo!
Nice job, Beo.
Okay.
You got me in there.
Yeah. I was just
And
like,
to be
are
clear,
we walking into...
It's not whirling anymore.
No, there are no more whirling blades. Okay.
No blades, no barriers,
No
no
whirling.
whirling.
Yeah.
Thank you, Beo.
Just regular air.
Just air.
Just.
Nothing but air.
Nut swish.
Is this what it feels like to be a bus?
Yeah.
Wow, this is great.
Bust me.
Okay.
Thanks.
You bust them. You delivered the goods.
Yes.
I guess that's more of a...
Mail
Are either
carrier
of you...
mail.
She's also prone too. I don't know if
She is
stand
prone?
up. I don't know if
Okay.
she wants to stand up, but
Okay. All right. She will stand up from prone.
fair. Actually, I mean, like, I don't know how you knock a...
How do you knock a ghost prone? A memoir by Pluto Jackson.
Okay. And then what she'll do
Forward by a Ghostbuster.
is she'll teleport over here,
Oh.
Hey!
and she will cast
Oh
Sunbeam.
Oh no!
no! That's gonna kill a skeleton.
They're immune to radiant damage.
Oh no!
So
like
I
you.
need con saves from all of you.
Oh my god. I feel like even if I save, I'm dead.
Well, strength of the grave.
Yep.
It is. Hold on. It is only a 60-foot line. You know what, Sebastian? You might be saved by the fact that it's a 60-foot line.
I ain't moving from
You know
this
what?
spot.
You know what? There's a beam of immense light
Yeah.
that just stops
It's
like a
just-
foot in front of you. And you're like, "Ooh."
You hear Sebastian go.
Okay, con saves.
I get an 11.
You fail.
I rolled a 31 on my save that I didn't have to make. But I
16.
just,
You both fail.
What is... I guess I can't know the save to know if I'm gonna...
It's DC 20.
I'm not gonna take a chance. I'll save my lucky points. I might die.
we all die there.
You all can feed me a potion, right? I'm not gonna die here. Oh, I'm gonna die here.
No, Pluto's right.
22 radiant damage,
Yep.
and you are blinded.
Really? Ow, my eyes!
There. You just got the out of it.
Rayo turned and opened her eyes to look right into it.
I got it right in my face.
Yep.
It was a solar eclipse and we told you to wear the glasses.
Oh wait, okay, question though.
The birch glasses. You didn't wear your birch skin glasses.
Question on how blind sense works. Can I still see 10 feet?
Oh, interesting.
I don't know how that works because technically, I don't know if it's the same as having blind.
You can't see, and attack rolls against you have advantage, and your attack rolls have disadvantage. So I'm gonna rule that you can still see, but your attacks are still gonna have disadvantage.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So it's like I have spots in my
Yeah.
eyes. Yeah.
Wait. You have blind fighting?
I have blind sense, so if I'm able to hear, I'm aware of the location of any hidden or invisible creature. But I don't think that's the same thing as what you have.
Yeah, starting at 14th level, if you were able to hear, you're aware. That's what it does. It doesn't actually give you blind sight.
Sight. Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
So you know that she just shot you with a beam of... You're like, I know you're behind me.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's more like magical things that are hiding around me. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Well, with that, it is your turn, Veo.
And I start shooting blindly towards where that light came from.
Okay.
So disadvantage, right?
Yep.
13 or 15.
No. No, just...
And then I will
Scratch her.
use my bonus action to disengage using my cunning action and walk blindly away from her.
Okay. Where do you want to go?
To the
away.
towards this pillar, so I can at least have like a
you
ground.
hit the pillar, and then you go around
I
it.
run into it.
And then you just kind of like grope the pillar around.
Where do I go?
Okay. Cool. She's gonna use her legendary action to move up just a little bit so that she can sunbeam with the next legendary action against Sebastian and Pluto. Sebastian, it's your turn.
So I started blasting. I'm gonna blast the skeletons that are
Okay.
based with me.
One was damaged before.
Only one was damaged?
Yeah, one is completely undamaged. And currently, because they're based with you, you have disadvantage. Even though that matters very little because you only missed them on a natural one.
True. This is a well-lit area, by the way, yeah? Yeah, there's
Yes,
braziers
yeah.
everywhere, okay. Fine, disadvantage.
And someone keeps casting Sunbeam in it, so it's super lit.
I hit.
It lights up like the
That
sun.
one is a miss.
Every second.
That one's a hit. And that one's a hit.
I
so-
think you destroy one of them for sure.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I destroy one of them, and I am going to take the opportunity attack and back up.
It's an 18.
Nope.
Okay. Alrighty. St. Gresha then is just going to do the emanation wave of radiant energy, and I think the only one in range is Pluto.
Wisdom?
Yep.
I get a 16.
You fail again. 31 radiant damage.
Ah!
And you're also still blinded.
I accept my blindness, and I charge her.
It's not your turn. It's the White's turn, which is charging Sebastian.
Good luck.
Gets a 20 to hit.
No.
Okay, now it's your turn, Pluto.
I charge her.
Okay, you charge.
Blind sight.
You blind. Okay.
I can see you.
That's creepy. If I were her, I'd be scared after like blinding you and you say that and run at her. Like, no. Nah, dog.
My friend's gonna eat your soul. And then I attack her.
Oh, now you've promised. Okay.
Yeah, you gotta do it.
I have to.
I think that's a miss.
Okay.
I think 18.
Yeah, yep. Sails by.
26.
It's a hit.
Strength save.
I fail.
You're gonna take 19 damage,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna hit her on the ground. This is how we fight. This is how we fight for the light on the ground. 29 to hit.
Also a hit. Yeah, you knock the ghost. You trip the ghost, and start stabbing it with your radiant sword.
For 17 damage.
Okay.
She's still
She's
alive.
starting to dissipate for sure. Yep. Probably only a few more good hits. With that, we go back to St. Gresha, who will fire a sunbeam again at you, Pluto. I need a con save.
Ah! She just like laying there shooting up.
Actually, you know what she'll do is she'll bank the shot so she can get Veo around the pillar.
I got 29.
So Veo, you can give me your save with advantage.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Con?
You save,
Yeah.
so you only take 11 radiant, and you're not blinded.
13.
Okay, you take 22 radiant,
Ah!
and you're blinded again.
Ah!
With that, it's your turn, Veo.
More blinded shots with disadvantage.
You opened your one eye, your okay eye, for
Is
just
it
a
done
moment.
yet?
Yeah. You peeked her in the corner.
Yeah.
The
Just as your
worst
vision
timing.
starts to come back.
I'm just gonna close my eyes forever!
Okay.
Okay, I got
Just smell her.
2 shots at her.
Try to smell her.
Natural 1, and...
Aw.
Aw.
Crit turned into a myth.
Yeah, it turned into a 16.
It's a miss.
My eyes!
Sebastian.
Burn.
Was it this guy? The 3 shots were just enough to take out the last.
He's taken some damage from. Yeah, the 4th shot would have applied.
All right, let me disadvantage blast him.
Okay.
Hit,
As long as you don't miss, he'll be destroyed.
hit, crit. No, wait, not a crit because it's disadvantage. That
Okay.
hits.
You blow him away. Boom.
Help! Sebastian!
Okay.
By the way, I'm very bloody.
I'm not coming any closer though. I'm actually gonna back up.
You got this, guys.
Gresha's gonna teleport over there.
Oh no! I'm up against the wall. Help!
Okay. Pluto, it's your turn.
That's what I was asking
No,
for.
Pluto, help!
Okay, I know I have blind sight, but I'm
You're not blinded.
I'm not blinded anymore. I
Yes.
see her for her true colors, and I start throwing a javelin at her.
It's better kill her.
You're telling me. 30 to hit. 24.
She'll shield.
And 27. So 2 hits.
Okay.
For 15 damage.
Mm-hmm.
And 10 damage.
Okay, she's not taken out. Still concentrating on Sunbeam. Shoots Sebastian with the Sunbeam.
Oh, point blank?
Yeah, point blank. Con save, Sebastian.
No problem.
Wait, can I counterspell Sunbeam?
No, because the spell is still in effect, so it's a new action.
Got it.
Yeah.
Yep.
What you got?
16.
It's fail. It's 22 radiant damage.
So it's 44 radiant.
Yeah.
I'm alive.
But you are blinded.
You're so sunburned.
That was point blank, too.
Yeah, it's like you actually see like skeleton Sebastian, and then his skin's just like it starts to reform.
Yeah.
But yeah, he gets blasted.
I'm also going to run 30 feet as I throw javelins at her. I'm
Okay.
going to try to get 40 feet, actually.
Yeah. I think you can almost get right up to her.
I can get, like, right.
Veo, it's your turn and you're not blinded.
Yay! Okay.
Fail, please.
Just in case, I'm gonna. No, you know what? I'm gonna steady aim.
Okay.
Yeah. I was like, I won't waste a spell slot there. Okay. Well, 22.
Shield is still up, so it's a miss.
You can do it.
28.
That is a hit.
Yay!
I don't think there's anything giving you sneak attack, though.
Because Pluto's not there
Yeah.
yet.
I'm so close.
Oh, it's okay. What do we got? 26 damage. 6? Yeah.
Okay, hold on.
Yep.
These radiant monsters.
That's it!
Oh!
Okay.
Oh, God.
With that, you knock the jaw out of the ghost, and the spirit fades and drops to the ground.
Burn those bones
I grab
now!
the bones and I throw them in the brazier.
Now let's get the other bones!
Okay.
I faint.
Run downstairs.
So dramatic.
Okay. With that, that is where we'll end for today.
Oh, that was a fight.
We survived.
I can't, yeah.
Double damage. Double damage from radiant damage.
I'm at 19.
I'm at 31.
I'm at 4. I'm at 4.
We're fine. Everything's fine.
Might have been a good choice to fight these now.
Yeah.
Yeah, good call, Bale.
Rather than, as soon as we meet Lucretia, I'm going to threaten her and then hide in a barrel.
And hopefully not take any radiant damage from her.
Is there any way we can protect? Can we get like magic sunglasses? Do your goggles do anything for the radiant damage?
Goggles
No.
do nothing.
Well, a big thank you as always to our incredible cast, Jill, Kelly, and Joe for playing.
Thank you.
And a huge thank you to Kyle for all of his work behind the scenes. Thanks, Kyle. Oh.
Yeah.
And a huge thank you to Monty.
Yeah, big thank you to Monty running hilarious.
Thank you, sir, for the radiant damage.
And the
And
blinding.
I have some more.
I don't think it occurred to me just how much radiant damage you were going to be facing.
Everything does
we're
it.
not done yet.
Oh,
No,
everything
you know,
does it.
as soon as I came back as a lich and you were like, and you're vulnerable to radiant damage, I'm like, good thing that doesn't happen much. And then it's like, who's our main enemy? Let's pick Lucretia Matthias.
Let's fight angels and
Yeah.
clerics
Angels and
paladins
clerics, yeah.
and
Yeah.
Yep.
Great.
Light.
If you enjoy our show, please consider becoming a patron. The links are down below to get on our Patreon, which makes all the work that we do here possible. Our patrons are amazing. So big thanks to them, and thanks to you if you join us.
And a big thank you to some wonderful creators who give us these talented They're talented artists, and they give us incredible assets. Look at this wonderful Dwarven Forge, the miniatures by Hero Forge and WizKids, music by Tabletop Audio, and player character artwork by Elizabeth Perot.
Of course, don't forget to look at the links below for our Teespring store. You can find all of your favorite Dungeon Dude shirts, including What's the Worst That Could Happen? Check out bit.ly/Dungeon Dudes merch. And of course, if you want to bring Drakkenheim to your own tables, head on over to the Ghostfire Gaming website. Check out Drakkenheim.com and see us there.
We also have a Discord community exclusive for our patrons. Make sure to hop into our Discord if you've joined us on Patreon, where you can chat with all of us about all the nerdy things that you want to talk about. So head on over to our Patreon and join our Discord.
Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time in Drakkenheim.